Hi everybody, my name is Yesenia and today I am bringing you my May book haul. I have 14 books that I bought this month and I don't feel guilty because I got them at really low prices. And I want to start with the book that I won. I did a contest with readeroffiction.com. It is a website run by Christine Frank and I absolutely love her cover snark section. I love looking at covers, looking how beautiful they are or how not so beautiful they are. The book that I won is Origin by Jessica Corey. I was also very surprised by the fact that when I opened it up, the book is signed. I love signed books. And not only did I get a signed book, but I got signed bookmarkers. Lovely signed bookmarkers. I was very excited. I was like jumping up and down. So I will try and leave a link down below. This next book I got from a friend of mine and she reads a lot of dark stuff, so I'm kind of iffy on this one, but I will give it a chance. I will. It's called The Demonologist by Andrew Piper, and yes, again, beautiful cover. Look at this. It's just awesome. Very smooth, very creepy. And this story follows a demonologist and he gets called to kind of check out this weird thing that's going on, and he declined, but then his life started going a little bad and he decided to go and investigate, and that's when things turned from bad to worse. I have to really set myself up for this one because I don't really do creepy books. I don't do scary books. I try, it doesn't work. So we'll see when I actually get to this, but I promise I will read this. These next couple of books I actually bought from my local library for 50 cents. They have a Friends of the Library book sale and they sell paperbacks for 50 cents and hardcovers for $1. So when I saw this one, I just couldn't pass it up. And it is A Daughter and Other Novels by Agatha Christie, writing as Mary Westmacott, and this was really a surprise because I love Agatha Christie, but I never actually knew that she wrote under any other pen names. So when I saw this book, I had to get it, and I didn't do that much research into it because I didn't want to know anything about it. Wanted to go in there just fresh mind. I pretty much already know I'm going to enjoy it. This next book is called A Fraction of the Whole, a novel by Steve Toltz, and this book cover is really gorgeous and unique. Look at this. It's like holes. And I promise I didn't do this. That's how it came. The only reason why I picked this up is because there's a quote back here by Seattle Times, and it says that this book is devastatingly funny. And who does not enjoy a funny book now and again? So we'll see if this book is actually funny. This next book, I was really surprised to find it there because it's fairly new and in really good condition, and the cover that I like. And it is Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins. Now, I read Anne and the French Kiss and I really liked it. It turned out not to be as sappy as I thought it was going to be. I was really surprised that it was very nicely written. So when I saw this one there for 50 cents, I decided to get it. Now, these books are not a series per se. They are not the same characters. They're different stories about love and friendship and, you know, getting to know yourself. So we'll see if this turns out to be a very good read. I'm hoping it will be. This next book is called The Angel's Game by Carlos Ruiz Zafón, and he is also the author of The Shadow of the Wind, which I own, and I also own another one of his books in ebook form, so I'm hoping that I will get to them soon. I've heard a lot about this writer. A lot of people at work really like his writing style, and the only thing I know about these is that it's a gothic mystery. The only thing I would probably look up is to see what order I should read them in. The last book that I got at the library is called The Dogs of Babel, and it was recommended by the librarian. She said she read it and she really enjoyed it, and I wasn't going to get it. It's not the type of book that I would read, but then I read the back. One of the year's most admired and enjoyed fiction debuts tells the story of a man's quest to solve the mystery of his wife's death with the help of the only witness, their dog Lorelei. a story of marriage, survival, and devotion that lies too deep for words. So we'll see where this book kind of takes me. It's a really interesting emotional roller coaster about a mystery and a dog. These next couple of books I actually bought at the Dollar Tree. It is a local dollar store here in Washington, and I didn't actually think that they would have books, but they did. One of the books that I found there is called Lydias' Last Stand by Mark Fitton, and I didn't read that much about it. On the back it just says that it is based on characters in a Hungarian village, so hopefully this will be a very interesting read. This next book I mainly got because the cover. It's so me, with the grays and the pinks. Very, very pretty cover. The author, I haven't read anything by her, but I've seen her books everywhere. I've just never actually gotten a chance to read it, and it was there. The book cover's gorgeous, and I'm pretty sure it's a contemporary book, and I'm trying not to read too many contemporary books back to back, because then I get into the habit of comparing one to the other. So hopefully when I get back into contemporary mood, I will read this book. This next book I've actually seen a lot around. I've never actually picked it up until I saw it there. And it is Thin, Rich, Pretty. And I just want to read to you a little bit from the back to kind of give you a sense of where this book kind of goes. Holly will do anything to be thin. Lexi will do anything to be rich. And Nicola will do anything to be pretty. But at what cost? Thin, Rich, Pretty will strike a chord with any woman who has ever looked in the mirror or at their bank statement and said, if only. And right here in the front it says that Beth Harrison is also the author of Shoe Addicts Anonymous, which is probably why I've never picked up any of her books, because I'm not really into fashion or shoes or clothes unless there's a mystery involved. So if anybody has ever read anything that has to do with the Shoe Addicts Anonymous, and if it is a murder mystery, just let me know, because I love those books. This next book is a book that I would never actually pick up. This book is called I Never Fancied Him Anyway by Claudia Carroll. There's this thing up here on top that kind of changed my mind. It says, funny, quirky, romantic. It's impossible to put down once you started. It's a quote by Mike Weekly, and to me that just sounded like a challenge. So I will see when I start reading this book if that's true, and I will let you know. This next book is called Oh Juliet by Robin Maxwell, and it is a different point of view where it twists in the story of Romeo and Juliet. And on the bottom here it has a quote saying, their love was the stuff of legend, but the legend is only half the story. And that pretty much made me pick up this book. And I always see it as a great gamble to write or rewrite or write something new about a story that everyone knows and has been done a lot. So hopefully this will be a different spin, and Mr. Robin Maxwell, let's see if you make me enjoy this book. We'll see. This next book is called Penelopes Daughter by Lola. This is a retelling of the Odyssey, or a different spin. And I love the Odyssey. I completely adore that book. I've read it who knows how many times. I will try and read this book with an open mind. So hopefully this turns out to be a really good book, because it is a very gorgeous cover. And last but not least, City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare, and this book is huge. I think it's like 720 something pages. I'm going to try not to rush through it. I'm going to absorb it and not inhale it. And this is the last book of the series, The Mortal Instruments. If you guys haven't gotten into this series yet and you want to, I suggest you start with The Infernal Devices, one of my favorite trilogies. I love The Infernal Devices. I love the characters. I love the story. So start off with those if you feel like you want to get into it, because yeah, the first two books on this is really hard to get into for most people. They're not for everybody, but I love them. My sister loves them, and she's waiting for me to finish this book so that she can read it. Now, when I got this book, I looked like I always do behind the cover, and this has a really nice surprise in the back. Now, if you don't want to see what it is because you haven't gotten the book yet and you want to see it for yourself, then you should probably like turn around or something. But for those of you who want to see what's behind here, I will show you. I mean, seriously, what can I say? This is so pretty, really nice. I completely love it when books give you that little extra something, just like the back of the Clockwork Princess cover where it has the genealogy of the family. I love it. So my name is Yesenia, and today I brought you my May book haul, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye!